They didn't get the most. I think it's funny about Mayfield, though. Damn.
Yeah, Mayfield's like, they didn't get the most out of him. Well, maybe in practice you feel that way.
Well,
wait till the lights turn on.
This tells you about Baker's IQ. Your boy Baker Mayfield throwing it to the herd.
Did you see he made comments about how the Bills definitely didn't get everything out of Tyrod?
What did he say?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield came out. He's like, yeah, the Bills definitely did not get the best out of Tyrod. They did not know how to use him. They did not get the best out of him.
I believe it.
That's the way it is.
Kid's got a Mustang? What the hell?
I don't have a Mustang.
It's a Mustang!
I drive a Dodge Grand Caravan.
You drive a Prius. Shut up.
I also own a Prius.
You do own a Dodge.
I think I could shove my Prius in the stow and go, though. I love my Prius. I love it.
You're going to get a Geo Metro.
Underrated vehicles. No, they weren't. They were garbage. The Prius is like a moped on 4 wheels. It's awesome.
Prius, the Tyrod Taylor of cars.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. The Tyrod Taylor. Stop
It'll run forever, but you never pass anybody.
So, which I love
said.
about Baker Mayfield, because here he is fighting for the job, yet he's going to defend anybody on his team. Mayfield is that, did you ever have that really angry little friend? That's Baker Mayfield. He's just that really angry little friend that will pick a fight with anybody and defend you till he's dead.
Who does that sound like?
Sounds like you. You're not little.
Yeah, unfortunately that...
You are insanely loyal.
I never thought that was a bad thing. No. I love your description of it, too. You're like, he will defend me even when he doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, yeah. If that's one of my biggest faults, I'll keep it. But Mayfield, I listened to the one where we were talking about Cowherd. When he was on Cowherd.
No, I didn't hear about this.
When he threw the touchdown pass at Ohio State and he went sprinting the other way, he didn't celebrate with his teammates. He went sprinting the other way. And Cowherd, it was like a 5-second clip. Cowherd was bagging on him, saying, "Why aren't you? I don't. That's not the guy I want. I want this guy to celebrate with his teammates. He's showboating." Or he goes, Mayfield goes, "Do you know where I went?" Because it doesn't show it on the clip. You know where I went? I went to our student section where the band was, and I was celebrating with them. And then I walked to our bench. He goes, "Well, you should be celebrating with your team." He goes, "Did you see the whole game?" And Cowherd goes, "Yeah." He goes, "So you saw the 3 previous touchdowns where I did celebrate with my team?" He goes, and then it was funny because Mayfield was like, where are you trying to go with this? What are you trying to prove that I'm not a team guy?
Right.
Or I'm selfish? Or what are you trying to do? And he was just giving it to him. And it was hilarious.
I like Mayfield a lot.
He's
tough, man. I like him a lot. Is he tough to coach? I'm sure he's really tough to coach. He has to want to listen to you. You know what I mean? And that's always a tough gear to have to initiate in a player.
I don't know.
I think he wants to be great, though. And that's...
I think once he gets something, he'd be difficult to coach. I think initially coaching him on a point would be easy.
So you think
but when he gets
something is going to be a problem?
Yes. I think once he gets it, he's like, "I got it. Why are you still telling? I know that. All right, leave me alone. I know what to do." You're like, "No, when this happens, you may have to alter to." No, I'll be all right.
All right, so let's talk about Mayfield versus Allen from a temperament perspective, right? Because it's my assumption that Mayfield was number 1 on the Bills board, right? He went number 1. My assumption is he was number 1 on the Bills board. You can't tell me Josh Allen was number 1 on their board because I just don't believe it, right? I just don't believe it. I don't think that they would have been satisfied waiting to get Allen where they did. Right? I know they called Denver. They had a deal worked out with Denver to move up to get Allen. I get that. But there's sometimes, once you see the draft starting to play out, you can look at it and say, well, maybe that was reactionary. They looked at the position drop-off and said, we can't afford for this to drop anymore. We got to go up. And the pieces just happened to fall in place for them where they were able to get Allen. But a temperament perspective from Mayfield to Allen, what does their 10th start look like? What does their 20th start look like? What does their 30th start look like? Because if that's what you're saying, that you're worried that once Mayfield gets a concept, he's gonna fail to adjust. The NFL season is about adjustments. That's all it is. It's just straight adjustments and development.
It's about getting it, though.
Yeah,
like,
I
if
understand
he gets
that.
it makes the adjustments tough. Most of the quarterbacks will get it after Mayfield. He'll get it. I think he'll get it faster than everybody else. But the others will adjust faster than he does.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
So that's what. Yeah.
So if we're looking at Mayfield's 10th start, right? Let's say Allen and Mayfield both start week 1. Now, granted, we're eliminating the exterior factors, the offensive line, the receiver core. Yeah, we're eliminating all that. So we're just saying Allen's 10th start to Mayfield's 10th start, assuming they both do it this year. From start to finish, up till start 10, you're just going to say Mayfield's going to play better than Allen.
I believe so.
Okay. At start 20, what happens? Because now we're past full season. Played full season.
Yeah. You mean, you're talking about if they start all of them, and then their 4th game next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's a better performing quarterback at game 20?
In 2019, after a quarter of the season's over, who's going to be the better part? This just seems kind of like a very, very unique discussion that we're having about
Why?
this.
What do you mean unique?
It's very unique. Like, because after the 20th start, and then I do I was just doing the numbers on it, just talking about, okay, in the 2019, why are we talking about the 2019 season? Like,
it's about their development. So it's about their temperament.
I think that, like I said, like Mayfield will pick it up faster and get it. But will Jackson still be there next year? I don't think so. I don't think Jackson's in Cleveland next year. So he has to get it for another coach. So, which I think will be tough.
That's an interesting point.
I think it'll be tough.
That's an interesting point.
Because if he already thinks he knows it, trying to coach him is going to be tough for another guy to come in.
So you think it would have been best for him to walk into a more stable situation?
Absolutely. It's better for anybody to do that. I mean, if Allen would have went to the freaking Patriots,
but specifically for him, he's going to struggle with change, is what
I believe so.
Your thought is.
I believe so. Not within the game, not within the season itself. I think with the personnel, he'll have some trouble.
I think there's often a comparison with Baker Mayfield to Johnny Manziel for all the wrong reasons. Manziel thought he was great. Baker Mayfield wants to be great. I think that's a big line in the sand.
Yeah,
Manziel really was positive he was amazing.
Any guy that's outspoken and flamboyant, they're going to compare to Manziel for the end of time, which is unfair to whoever comes out. Right. And the fact that he was shorter just made it that much more easier of a comparison to those guys.
Agreed.
So that's what I don't understand. I wouldn't compare those guys. Those guys in zero realms are they next to each other.
Yeah, I agree.